the life and teachings of Jesus Christ just fascinates me. And that's one of the reasons why I'm an avid reader of the Gospels. I read the Gospels every day, and I read them through and through because there's just so much to learn and to apply to one's life in the Gospels. And John chapter 8, there's a incident that takes place, and it involves our normal cast of characters that we find in the Gospels who were very, very much opposed to Christ Jesus. And they were out to destroy his ministry and to destroy him. That was established in the very early days of the ministry of Jesus Christ. We read all about it, especially in the Gospel of Mark. So these scribes and Pharisees, they brought to Jesus a woman, and they brought her and just cast her into the midst of those who were sitting around just listening to Jesus preaching and teaching in the temple. And they did it very much for effect. And they had an agenda. And they brought this woman, cast her before Jesus, and said, "We caught this woman in the very act of adultery." Now, my curious mind kicks in here because I have a very curious mind. And when I see something that just doesn't seem to be in order, I want to know more. But we really don't know more. All we know is that they found this woman involved in this event that she was involved in, and they drug her to Jesus. Questions that I have in my mind is that how did they know that this was taking place? How did it all occur? Something tells me there's a plot going on here. But they say to Jesus, they said, the law says that we are to stone her. And of course, there's nothing that they would have loved better than to have Jesus caught up in the scandal, stoned a woman right there in the temple. And of course, you can imagine how that would have played throughout the city. And they would have very easily used it and twisted it to bring him before the authorities. And this is what they were all about, because they had already convened their council, stating, this man has become way too popular. The crowds love him too much. And there's only one thing that we can do to stop him, and that is to kill him. And they had established that already. And this is all part of the plot. But like I say, I love to read about Jesus and how he conducted himself and how he dealt with these type of situations, and his method of dealing with these men with these wicked hearts. Nothing short of genius. But then again, of course he is, because he's the Son of God. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.